Yeah, okay. Hey, it's Senjen. Groovy Minute with Senjen. That's me. And you caught me really early in the morning. The day after I'm supposed to do my Groovy Minute. But hey, I've been hanging with Justin, mainly at the hospital that we're having at right now. Here we are at Ronald McDonald House in Providence, Rhode Island. It's a beautiful city. We've learned a lot this week and this month, especially, about the generosity of people in general. We always have people living different adventures, offering their services in such a selfless way. I mean, most of the doctors who work in autism just never go home. They never have family moments. I mean, and their family moments are few and far between because we've had some of the best doctors there are in the field, and I just really get excited when they get to spend time with their family. In fact, one of our doctors got a new grandchild this weekend, and I mean, you just cherish the small moments. And I think they do too, especially seeing what they see every day, the struggles of families like ours. So, I've learned 3 things, and I will outline them for you because I'm trying to be very clear. And the other thing is, please check out Groovy Sites page in my blog or in the website, because I've updated with a lot of my favorites from all my research, neuro nerd mom research, and also educational law, educational sites that are good. We use with Justin for home and for Brianna, just great sites to find resources, inclusion information, communication devices and information, and also what was my other subject? Anyhow, check it out. Groovy Sites. It's a bunch of websites that will help you with whatever subject, and if you have more questions or more sites to add, please comment right here. Wait. Down there. On the blog comments. Okay, my 3 things I've learned. I've learned 1, tons of love and compassion in this world to spare. We've got more. We can do more. Every time I think, that I have reached some plateau of compassion, why would I think that? I gain more. I find new perspective, and I see new people and new suffering, and I just think, I just love this kid, or I just love this family. And I've met some moms this week of kids that are also at Bradley, and they're just beautiful people working so hard for their families. And I've met some kids, that just warm my heart with their moments of connection, and it's amazing. So, number 2, I've learned that doctors and professionals in this field, barely know anything. They're just starting to reach cracking of the I always screw up my I always screw up like common phrases. So basically, we're just cracking the shell of the autism spectrum, and I believe that medically autism is diagnosed psychologically rather than medically, and there's so many reasons for that, because first of all, kids with autism present so many complications in their medical profile, and also they're difficult to test. I mean, I've been being asked about Justin's allergies to food all week because I have him on a restrictive diet. it's a elimination diet, and no, it's not based on an allergist. No, it's not based on, a naturopath, because every time we've seen doctors like that, either the insurance companies don't cover alternative medical treatment, or they're hard to test. I can't poke Justin whatsoever. We've been trying to get blood from him for 3 years straight. Nobody can get it out of him. He's just miles ahead of us and resists. So that gets me. Okay, so that's the other one, is great medical doctors, great people, but they know nothing really, and they'll admit that, because it's like there's such they know something. I mean, bless you for knowing something, all of you out there that are hearing this. I'm not meaning you don't know anything, but compared to the potential for what we will know about autism soon, nobody knows exactly how to treat it. Nobody knows exactly what works for each child. In fact, often treatments don't work for every child, or even 2 children that work for one. I have Justin on melatonin throughout the day, and this is something nobody's ever heard of, even though I did quite a bit of research beforehand, and I weighed the risks. It particularly is, it's new. It's just bizarre, and it works. So for Justin, I'd like to see, other tests being done, and they're going to do those. But back to that point, 1, we can always have more compassion. 2, doctors really don't know anything about autism other than a few things. 3, we have a law that says research-based things are covered by insurers. Research-based meaning pharmaceuticals and behaviorism. Why are those the only ones that have been researched properly? I believe because schools definitely insist on behaviorism. I could go for miles on that one. And 2, which behaviorism is that everything comes out of a behavior or a motivation. And that's not necessarily true with kids with neurological disorders. They don't have that much control over all of their faculties. So, 2, that the other pharmaceutical, because pharmaceutical companies fund their own research, and almost all research that's being done in the medical field is funded by, yes, you guessed it, a pharmaceutical company. I think this is a conflict of interest, personally, because hospitals, such as the one Justin's at, get calls starting right away from the insurers wanting to know a treatment plan, and they want it to be research-based. And of course, everyone uses behaviorism, which often includes seclusion methods. I'm not saying what I don't agree with and do agree with, because I think a variety of methods are necessary to rule out everything, or rule in certain things. But insurance companies don't want to pay for long stays to get data on kids like my son. They basically have given up on him, and they want to sedate him. And really, I believe that pharmaceutical means, in the heart of them, are, and I know this is going to sound harsh, so you may, but in the 60s, lobotomies were the new treatment. And it always seems like something that is numbing, or that turns off the child's need to express themselves with violence or with other things that pose threats. But then there's not a lot of, in psychiatric hospitals, not a lot of these are medical doctors. Psychiatrists are medical doctors, and they're beautiful, smart, brilliant people who know the medical field. And oftentimes insurers won't back their alternative or new ideas, even if they're very good and they have some very scientific means behind them. And also, even if it's an over-the-counter thing like melatonin, melatonin is a substance with medical research behind it, but because a pharmaceutical company hasn't done necessarily a huge research project on it in the Western medicine, it's like, what? We don't want to do that. So I'm just saying, I'm here, I'm getting help, and the lovely people are helping, but I see it as a big conflict that we are letting insurance companies rule our medicine. Why go to medical school if you're just going to have an insurance company auditor call you and tell you how you're going to treat a patient based on your own medical intuition? So I'm here for you, doctors and insurance companies. You may hear from me. One more reason to be a legislator, I suppose. Hang in there. That's my groovy soapbox for the week. But I've learned so much, and I know that many things in hospitals and things can't be helped, and they are for a reason. But also, compassion is for a reason, and flexibility is for a reason, and our kids need that, and they need connection, constant connection. And I'm just gonna dare you to get out there and connect with people. Be groovy. Recognize the guru power in every person you meet. Every person has taught me something, and probably every one of you listening who know me have taught me something. Thank you. And I hope we can connect continuously and raise the paradigm, change it, flip it, whatever you want to call it, but we can do this. Love and hugs to you, and also great thoughts and hugs to those who have suffered greatly from our latest natural disaster on the earth. Just send out love and compassion to those people. And it's just another reason to live life fully every day, and love fully, and be now, and forgive, and hug. Okay. Love and peace and rock and roll.